what we are doing is we build a platform that combines network and CRM so that we can help freelancers be more productive as well as increasing their earning potential.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Awesome Inc.'s podcast, where we highlight people pursuing their definition of, you guessed it, awesome. So buckle up and get ready for some more success story adventures and failures from Kentucky's tech and entrepreneur community. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning back into this episode of the Awesome Inc. podcast. Here live in 2023, excited with a new year, new entrepreneurs that we get to speak with. And today I'm sitting down with Stevens of Feedcoyote, who number one just took home first place in the February 2023 Five Across. So congratulations. And then also Stevens, cat's out of the bag. Techstars loves you. And if Techstars loves you, then a lot of other people do. And so we do as well. And we're proud to see another great company coming from Kentucky, and not just Kentucky, but you're from Western Kentucky, Paducah, which is even better. We're getting some more diversity across our state. And again, proud to hear about what you're working with. And well, first and foremost, I'm talking a lot. Give me a quick rundown. How are you? You said you came from out of the country when you pitched at Five Across. You've been going. How's Stevens doing?
Hey, Garrett, thank you very much for inviting me today. I'm really happy to be here. And I'm also happy that I was able to make it to the Five Across competition the other day. Like I mentioned, I was a bit worried because I was out of the country for about a week. So I went to Thailand with Techstars. We had our founders retreat. It was awesome. We had a great time. I had a chance to meet other great founders building great companies to change the world. So I'm really honored and humbled that Feedcoyote is part of this group. So I'm very much excited to share all that with you today.
I'll tell you what, I think as long as I've been to Awesome Inc., and this is probably, I've probably been to 30, that's a safe number, Five Across events at this point. I think you get the award for furthest to travel in to an event. You came from out of the country, man. So kudos to you, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
So let's dive right on into this. I want to hear about your company first, and then we'll talk a little bit about Five Across, your experience towards the end of our time together. So Feedcoyote, first off, where did that name come from?
Yeah, a lot of people ask me the same question. It's actually, I play a lot of video games, right? It's actually my gamer name. And I was looking for a name for the company. And every time I came up with a name and I tried to find a domain, and it was hard to find it because the .com was always not available, or it was taken, or it was too expensive to buy. So one night I was playing video games, and I noticed that my gamer name is Feedcoyote and some numbers behind it. And I searched Feedcoyote.com, and it was available. And I bought it. So the idea was to just have that as a placeholder and then later on come up with another name and replace it. But as I started telling people about the idea, the company, and they said they liked the name, so I just kept it. And now, Feedcoyote is actually an incorporated company, and it's a pretty cool name, and I like it too now.
That's awesome. Again, such a good story. It's so simple. That is wonderful. Well, I'll tell you this. Five Across, we had a great turnout. You absolutely dominated. Again, like all the other entrepreneurs who were participating that night to kick off a new year. And you shared a lot about what you're doing, what problem you're solving. There are people who are listening to this episode that, unfortunately couldn't make it. So tell us, what problem does Feedcoyote solve? What solution is it providing?
Yeah. And again, my name is Stevens. I'm the founder and CEO at Feedcoyote. And Feedcoyote, really, what we're trying to do here is helping take loneliness out of freelance work, which is usually caused by economic isolation or lack of connectivity, because freelancers tend to work alone and because they have to use multiple platforms, whether network or CRM platforms, to manage their business. So they tend to miss out on a lot of deals, whether because of lack of bandwidth or lack of connectivity. And at Feedcoyote, what we are doing is we build a platform that combines network and CRM so that we can help freelancers be more productive as well as increasing their earning potential.
Right on. That was so succinct. I feel like I was just hearing your elevator pitch, which is awesome. Well, Stevens, where did that actual problem come from? Or do you have a background in freelancing, or do you have friends that had this issue that you said, hey, I want to solve this? Yeah. Tell a little bit about where this came from.
Yes, I have a background in freelancing, but if we take that a little bit further, I'm from Haiti, right? A country with a poor economic background, but a beautiful country. But unfortunately, grew up, I've seen a lot of folks struggled with lack of financial means. And I was part of the same situation as well. But I also have seen a lot of people with great talent, people that have conducted some work, but they couldn't get paid, whether because of lack of infrastructures or because for some reason. So that, I think that's where the initial idea to become an entrepreneur and help independent workers started, but probably I didn't recognize that on time, but until later that me myself, I became a freelancer and I did some entrepreneurial work even in college as a tutor and other type of freelance work that I've done. I always noticed that freelancers worked independently, and because of that they lack a lot of opportunities. And when I started conducting our user research, I talked to a lot of freelancers and they expressed the same problem. So because of that, which is funny, our founding team is all freelancers. So we all experience the same problem. We all know what it feels like to be a freelancer. So we are building a platform that, first of all, we use as users, and by extension, help other freelancers also be more productive and make more money as they go.
That's excellent. Again, cool to hear that you have a problem. Your founding team, all the same problem. You guys are now helping others with that same personal touch. So yeah, very cool. Very, very cool that you're finding a very specific need. And within the freelancing world, tell me this. How is Feedcoyote going to make money?
Well, first of all, we are building a community to help freelancers, to support them on this journey, right? So we built a platform that's very easy to use, also very affordable for them. So that's why we provide a freemium version with paid memberships. So if you want to use more features in the platform, then you can opt in that premium membership. But at the very basic, you can use the platform for free and connect with other freelancers, subcontract your project, speed up the completion of this project, and make more money on your own for your own business. We give you an entire suite of CRM, from contract management to payment processing, all in one place. And if you opt to use more features, we only charge $8.99 a month for our premium membership, and that's it. And you can expand your business. You can make millions of dollars by just paying $8.99 to use a very powerful platform that allows you to be more organized in your business as a freelancer. Because freelancers, they tend to use a lot of platforms, right, for different needs. They use platforms for network, for them to find collaborators or clients, and then they have to use CRM platforms to manage those clients. So that's too much work. That takes away their productivity. So at Feedcoyote, it's network meets productivity through productivity tools. So we give you everything in one place so that you don't have to navigate all these platforms and just primarily focus on doing what you do best, which is providing for the clients.
That's great, man. That's great, Stevens. Well, let me ask one more question about Feedcoyote, and then we'll transition real quickly to Fiverr Cross. Tell me something that you're excited about. What makes your company awesome? What is helping you wake up every day just jazzed?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so excited to be building this company because we are freelancers building a platform for freelancers and other independent workers. So we've been there. We know how hard it is to manage a freelance business. So we want to make it very easy, very simple for you to build. And also, because we have experience in that field, we built such a platform that we love as freelancers and that we want other freelancers to love as well, because we are removing all the barriers that's preventing you from making more money as a freelancer. To be honest, I'm totally in love with my app because it's so great. Like, I use it every day. I use it for my personal needs. I use it to manage my calendar. Even this call that you put on my calendar earlier is on my Feedcoyote app. So that's where I got it from. And that's how we got on this meeting. So it's a very beautiful app, and we're just getting started, right? Like, we're improving, we're adding more features. We're talking to our customers. We're listening to what they're asking for, and we see how we can implement that. And also, we are a Techstars company. So that's just a great testimony for what we are building. And Techstars believes in us, as you mentioned. And we hope because of that validation, other folks also will understand what we are building is very useful and it's needed today. And because also the freelance economy is booming. A lot of people tend to, not think about freelancing as a real job, but it is a real job because some folks opt to just become a freelancer as a professional. So we need to be able to assist those people so that they can, manage their business properly. So I'm very much excited. Our app is just getting better every day. And again, our app is global and it's available in 6 different languages because we want to be inclusive. We want to impact the 1.2 billion freelancers globally. And we're just getting started. hopefully more people will join the platform and we'll build a beautiful community.
Well, speaking of community and a beautiful one at that, you just came off a win from Five Across, and I don't know if you know this. That was the largest event we ever had. We well surpassed 300. We were, I think, about
wow, that's
we were
amazing.
about 340, and that was, again, such a great environment to be a part of. And I want to hear from you. It's always good to hear from entrepreneurs. You are who we are there to see, and I know there's a lot of ups and downs being an entrepreneur. It's a roller coaster. Want to hear from you? Yeah, want to hear from you. What's your perspective? What are some takeaways? What was the environment like? Just all that, like live recap from the event type of feedback.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I can't even describe it. First of all, I was worried that I was not going to make it on time because I had just gotten back from Thailand the night before. And because I live in Paducah, I had to drive 4 hours to get to Lexington, So I was worried. I wanted to make it up there. I was like, okay, this is such a great event. I want to be able to present the company to the community. That was basically my coming out for Feedcoyote because I had just quit my job as well at Microsoft so that I can go all out for Feedcoyote, right? So this opportunity was basically the very first event where I had to tell the world, I'm all out, here we are, So being able to make it up there, I saw the energy in the room. Everybody was very nice. Everybody was very welcoming. It was amazing. And even after I was done pitching, everybody was congratulating me. It was just awesome. At that point, I felt like I won already, even though I didn't know what was going to be the result. But the reception from everybody in that space just made me feel like a winner anyway.
You won some great prize money. You won $500 cash in a $5,000 safe note investment from Key Horse Capital, who is also someone that you've been working with. What are those funds going to do? How are they going to help grow Feedcoyote?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm very grateful for the funds, and it's definitely going to help a lot with our marketing strategies because right now our app is live. As I mentioned, we started primarily in the US, but we are currently global. So we will be using that money to really put some ads out there, really trying to reach our target group so that they can be aware of the great platform that we're building so that we can invite them to join our community. So again, I'm very much excited for what's coming up and I cannot wait for December for the finals so that, can get the grand prize. So hopefully that's going to be the case, but I'm very much excited to see the traction that we're going to be having, from winning Five Across till December.
Well, again, Stevens, awesome job. We're really proud of you. And again, like you just said, you won a spot in the final. So you have a full year ahead of you to even find and to share about the growth that you had this year. So again, really proud of you. Thanks for making that trek up and also the trek across the world. And I'm glad that you were the one who took home that W. And for those of you listening, head on over to Awesome Inc. Lex on all socials so you can find more stories of entrepreneurs who are doing awesome work like Stevens and many others. So that's it, Stevens. Pleasure getting to spend some time with you today and looking forward to hanging out with you here again real soon.
Thanks a lot, Garrett. I appreciate you inviting me to the show today. Thank you, everybody.
Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for checking out this episode of Awesome Inc. Podcast. And another quick thank you to Lee Rosevier and a few members from our community who provide the music that you hear in this show. Lastly, give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz. Or even better, come on down to our space. Come be a part of our community and get plugged in, and let's start something awesome together. You guys rock, and we'll see you next time.